Handoff to Leha. Leha with some room on the left side, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3, and pushes that pile forward into the end zone.
Looks outside here, and at the block by Plinicky and Jones.
Hart swings it to DeCuffa. Billy's looking. Ramirez puts up a 3 and he hits it.
3.
That was deep. 5-2 Fredericksburg.
Working it inside like Coach Brookshire says. But Bernie with the rebound.
Steal.
See who's running the last leg. That could be gold. And a goal. Yeah, it's over.
In the third. Brings another one. There's another ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Herber, who fires it over to first base for out number 3.
Oh, she got a hold of that one. Maybe gone by. It's gone. There you go. Wow. What a hit.
It didn't take her long.
No.
It didn't.
Galarza.
Welcome to another Billies.Live production. Find us on your favorite social sites and apps. Like, subscribe, and get notified when we go live.
And good evening, Billy Nation. Y'all awake out there? Come on, let's hear it. Oh, yeah. They are wide awake. It's time for Wilder at West End. West End Pizza. Come on by for pizza, salads, pasta, soup, sandwiches. They've got some mighty fine cuisine right here at 207 East San Antonio Street. JD Rose, it's this man's show right here. Coach Bill Wilder. The Wilder Show. Wilder at West End. That pizza gonna taste extra good tonight because you got the W.
Everything tastes better when you win. Hurts less and tastes better.
That's right. And we're gonna talk about that, the big Uvalde game, coming up right after these. We'll be right back.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it did.
Black Chalk Home and Laundry is one of the most unique home decor and gift boutiques in the Texas Hill Country. Come get lost in the found and unbound items that surprise and delight you around every turn. Steeped in history, our building will take you back to a bygone era that delights the senses. Black Chalk Home and Laundry, a happy place filled with the found and unbound. Come, discover yourself and love your home.
Thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota. Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota. Come into one of our 11 locations and check out the new Kubota L2501 package deal, which includes a 4-wheel drive tractor with a hydrostatic transmission, a front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price. With a deal this good, you can afford a Kubota from Ewald Kubota. Check out our package specials at ewaldkubota.com.
Please join us in keeping Fredericksburg and Gillespie County special. Be Texas friendly. Share the road. Put litter in its place. Respect private property. And protect our dark skies. Thank you for caring about our community.
Looks right. Pressure coming from that backside. Going to throw this one up.
And it's intercepted.
It's going to be intercepted by the Billies as they just cut in front of that. Was that Mary?
That was Chenham.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. Wilder at West End. For you folks watching on Billies.Live, make sure you like, subscribe, and get notified. Hit the little bell. You'll get notified anytime we go live. Won't miss a game or anything else we may cover on Billies.Live. Also, if you post a question in the chat room and we use it tonight towards the end of the show, you'll have a chance to win a Billies.Live t-shirt if we use your question from the chat room. So fire away there as well. All right, here we go. We're smiling. Got another victory. The Billies are 2-1 in district now after the sweetness of the Honey Bowl.
That's right.
Went our way against Uvalde. Big win, 32-14, Coach.
Yeah, it was a good win for us. Kind of a complete game. We just keep trying to get better at everything that we do. So it was a really good win. I was pleased.
Really came alive in the second half.
Yeah, in the first half we kind of did some things that we were playing well. We just weren't being always real consistent, and I had mentioned that in another interview, just talking about resiliency because, when things aren't going real well or exactly as you want them to, a lot of teams, it'll show the character of the team because they'll have to make a decision whether they're going to bounce back and really gear down and try to get things going, or whether they're just going to kind of stay in that slump. And I was real proud of our kids because they responded, and they were very resilient and came back and really began pushing the gas pedal a little bit more.
Quite a few penalties again on the Billies side. How do you prepare or work on that during the week? I mean, there's really no way to work on that other.
I'm looking over.
Well, other than maybe there is, but
yeah. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take credit for all the penalties. I mean, because. Honestly, it's one of those things that the penalties keep happening, and I'm talking about it and everything like that, and we're doing things in practice to try to simulate those situations, but I personally wasn't holding them accountable through, hey, you got to pay for these penalties. And, I told them today, I wrote it up as a matter of fact on Saturday, it'll be Fun Day Monday. And because we're trying to squeeze every ounce out of the clock that we possibly can, and it takes some time. So, we did a lot of reminders today as a group, individually and collectively for penalties, and just kind of drove it home that if we're going to get better, we got to get better. It sounds really stupid, but we have to get better at not doing things that put ourselves in bad situations. So everybody that got a penalty did a little bit of individual, and then the entire team, because every penalty sets the entire team back. And I mean, you got to feel the weight of that. You got to feel the weight of that. You got to understand that I may make a personal penalty, but it's the entire team going back 10 yards or 5 yards or whatever. So, just emphasizing that and making a bigger part. So that's on me, and we're going to get better at it.
Get better mentally. It's a mental thing.
That's all it is. It's a discipline thing.
Discipline, mental. Absolutely, but that was really there wasn't a whole lot of negative to talk about.
No, other than that,
defense played well. Let's talk about the defense a little bit. Held Uvalde to 14.
Yeah, defense played well, and a couple of deep balls were thrown, and I'm going to tell you, I think one of the hardest positions in the entire world is to play a cornerback out in space. We knew that their quarterback could throw the ball deep. We knew that. We knew that they had two receivers on the outside, and I told them all week, you're going to get tested. You're going to get tested, and you got to have nerves of steel, and you got to have great timing and ball skills and speed and athleticism. So when I go back and I look at the film in detail, every one of those balls was caught with somebody in basically a perfect position to defend the pass and break it up. Now it's just a matter of you got to be perfect, and they made some great plays. And we ended up making some great plays on those passes too. But it's a tough deal. So I after going back and watching the film, I was pleased with the coverage. I wasn't pleased with the result. We got to get better at that, like everything else.
Coach Huff back on the offensive side. He was back on the field, was he not?
Well, not on the field.
In the the press
So that
box.
was like a late development where I guess he had gotten released to do that, and he didn't ride with us down. He kind of showed up a little bit late, was able to get up in the box, got around, got to see all the kids, you know, hug on the kids, and they were glad to see him, excited, and very gently because we can't, you know, he's
So
still.
for those who don't know, he had a detached retina?
Detached retina, and he had to have surgery for it, and he had multiple tears. I think he had 3 tears in his retina.
Oh, man.
And so he was face down 24 hours a day for 2 weeks, and now he's kind of allowed to be up for a limited amount of time. I think it's a total of 12 hours, and then the rest of the time he has to be face down. So he was up in the box, and he was able to call plays, and, you know, he's been in contact with the offensive staff, and we've been sending quarterbacks over to his house to watch film because he couldn't travel and stuff like that. And so he's still been a part of everything, but he wasn't actually involved in being there on the plays. Now he was on the headset making calls again and everything. So
And the offense put up 34 to boot.
yeah.
So how about
absolutely.
that? I like it. I like it. Well, let's take a look at some plays here. This is
this first
my favorite
play,
part of the show here. We get to look at some plays, break them down a little bit, or not
Yeah.
you.
They're in a
There's no
trips
we in
formation. They were doing a lot of different looks. You know, they had shown quite a few different things. Anyways, they're in a trips formation here, and we're just kind of a base coverage. We had great pressure all night from our D-line. We got a guy out in the flats, so you can see we're rolling up there. They chunked the ball right here to kind of this mid-level guy. Our Mike linebacker is working from the inside out, and our corner's working from the outside in, and our safety's playing the deep guy. So everything's well covered. They deliver the ball and take a shot, knock the ball out. So
I like it.
you know, I like the close-ups because they're pretty cool. You can see our D-line, like I said, we were getting pretty good pressure. We lost a little bit of contain there. But, you know, you come up, knock the ball out. That's Jackson Chineth and Gary Seidenberger on that incomplete pass right there.
Good aggressive play on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, they're kicking the ball. Okay, so we're going to do a little punt return. I tried to get some special teams in. So, going to catch it on the bounce, turn it up. I'd really like to see that ball being carried tighter to the body. You know, that makes me really nervous because the worst thing that can happen is when that ball's swinging out there, somebody comes and hits it and knocks it out. But we got a good return on it, and we're working on keeping that ball secure from here on. Point of emphasis, I guess you could say. Offense right here, we're in an empty formation. We're going to throw a ball. Good protection up front. We got our quarterback is Will Degenhardt. Nice delivery. This is to Jesse Leha. And they're just, you know, they're leaving the middle of the field uncovered when we got in empty. So they were able to make this delivery. Jesse had a big night as a receiver.
You exposed them right there.
Yeah, they
right
did a great
there.
job. Again, it was a good scheme for what they were doing. Good protection up front. You can see Will has plenty of time to sit in the pocket, deliver the ball. Jesse brings it in.
Way to go, offensive line. Come on. Give Will some time back there.
Yeah.
I like it.
If he's got time, you know, good things are going to happen for us.
Right.
So kickoff again, special teams. Thought did a good job. I like this kick. You know, he's catching it on about the 5. Come up, good pressure, good contain. Just a good open field tackle right there. Everybody's got responsibilities, you know, getting down the field, just making a great play. That's Charlie Johnson. You know, Charlie starts at receiver for us. He's on the kickoff team. He's always been a good tackler. And so did a good job right there. This is a little 45-yard gain. nice play action pass we have going right here. You can see he just beats the receiver. Kind of a little bit of a delay. Push out. You know, he gets him kind of tied up and gets right by him. Good delivery, good catch out in the open field.
Beautiful.
You know, you'd think being out there in the open that it's an easy catch too. And those are the ones where you've got time to think about that ball dropping in.
Oh, man, right?
So great job by Sam Seidenberger, and that was great. Again, let's look at the offensive line right here. Will Degenhardt at quarterback. Good, you know, you got protection. You got good time right there. So good things happen when you got a chance to throw the ball. Offense again, we're going to get a little 22-yard gain. Just straight drop back. Again, it's all about buying time for him. You got Drake Threadgill on the outside. You know, if the ball's a little bit underthrown, that's a dangerous ball. Okay, Drake makes a good adjustment. You know, you always want to put that ball, if you can, on the outside corner, especially if that DB is playing inside leverage. But Drake does a great job of adjusting himself right here, coming back underneath the DB, making a good catch. Nice
Almost
job.
becomes a defender to a degree,
Yeah.
so to speak. I mean, you know.
You got to be in some situations, so nice in some view right here.
But that was great adjustment to the ball.
Yeah, good adjustment to the
Yep.
ball, nice focus, good concentration on it. Another pass. You know, we're going to run a little screen right here, slip screen. Jesse's slipping out of the middle. Our linemen are going to block, and then they're going to release, get out there. And then they're just going to run this train out into space, you know, get behind the bigs.
Good job on Jesse focusing on that ball because it was a little low. And
yeah, nice cutback.
Nice cut.
Right here,
Nice
gets the cut back. Cut back across the grain, and then he just turns the jets on.
Got some wheels.
Yep.
Got some wheels, man.
And we get a little face mask penalty too right there. So but you can see nice. He's got that guy, number 8's got the angle. He cuts back across the grain.
Good downfield blocking.
Yep.
Nice. Just set up beautifully, wasn't it?
And there you go.
That's how you set up a screen right there, fellas. I like it. All right, one more. We'll look at one more, and then we'll come back with trivia. What you got here, Coach?
Let's see. We got, we're shifting to empty again. It played well for us one time, so you know you go back to the well when something works. Dagenhart sitting back, looking again. So we got a little smash concept going out here where we're running a corner route by the inside receiver. Again, just simple stuff, you know, playing pitch and catch. Nice job, good delivery by the quarterback, good protection. See it up close. Shift to empty, good protection. There you go.
Yeah, the offensive line came to play.
Yeah, and that's
last Friday.
Leighton Byer out there in space making that catch. So good job by him.
Great catch there. All right. We've got, what do we got here? Oh, Sanchez and Son were kind enough to get us another Billies.Live tumbler made. So we got that and a Billies.Live t-shirt on Battling Billy trivia, Battling Billy football trivia when we come back.
It's going to hit at about the 22, and Uvalde will make a return to this near side as gets upended as Jesse Leah on kickoff there. Hello for the big tackle.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it...
My name is Rick Barangi, and I'm the owner and founder of the Long Neck Manor. I met Donnie several years ago because I was building a state-of-the-art barn for my giraffe, 10,000 square foot barn, and there's nobody in the area, not just Fredericksburg, but in the region that could understand the complexities of building such a structure. Donnie's team is amazing. When they come out here, they're very professional, they're quick, they're thorough. You get a product even better than you expected.
Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota, and these are my 6 daughters. And while life with 6 girls might not be easy, the Kubota products we sell will make all your tough jobs easy peasy. Like this Kubota SVL 97 that's tough and dependable. It's so easy, even my daughter can use it. Or this Kubota KX 080. Anyone can operate it. So stop by one of our locations to make your life easier, because buying a new Kubota has to be easier than living with 6 daughters.
Hey, Billy fans, check out this lineup. Pizza, appetizers, Salad, sandwiches, and full pie.
For the Billies, two men out here to the right. Dagenhart going to keep it, and he's got a first down and then some. Good choice there on the little zone read play.
All right, we are back. It's time for Battlin' Billy Trivia. Here's your question. Good luck to y'all. What former Battlin' Billy Grona played quarterback at Texas Lutheran University? Was it A, Glenn Grona, B, Marlon Grona, C, Kevin Grona, or D, Kyle Grona? Who thinks they know it? Give me a quick hand. Wait, all right, I get my exercise. I'm going to roll back here, Greg. Yes.
It's D, Kyle Grona.
Kyle Grona from way back here. Yeah. Bam! Yeah. What's your name?
Nancy.
All right, Nancy. Nancy won it. I want to get Nancy her prize. I'll tell you about Sanchez and Son. Once you go to your a couple of more plays from Uvalde, I'll run her the prize. But I do want to tell you about Sanchez and Son. They were kind enough to get this tumbler made. They do lawn maintenance, okay? Mowing, weed eating. They'll trim your shrubs, make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Free estimates. Call Jose and Sons, 830-998-7121. That's 830-998-7121. Free estimates, like I said. Sanchez and Son, thanks for the prize. Going to the, way to go, Nancy. I'm going to run this to Nancy while you look at some plays.
Okay.
I bet you can handle that without me.
Oh, we'll see.
I'm just guessing.
All right, so we've got, let's see, this is a defensive play. No, I'm sorry, this is actually a punt.
Way to go. No, that's
return.
Good. Congratulations.
A punt return. Short punt, we got Reed Speeds back this time. Returning the punt. Real slippery, just kind of, gets up. We can pick up some good yards. Anytime we get a chance, you're picking the ball up here on their end of the field. Pick it up at about the 45, and he's going to pick up about 8-9 yards. And just get us up in good field position. We take the ball now. We got it on 35. So, 10 yards, I'll take it every time. Puts us in a good situation. Defense is out here playing now. They're in split backs. You got twins out to the left. He's going to drop back, and they did a lot of these little crossing routes out here. Rolls out. We got to do a better job with contain, but if we do chip off, and this is what we got all night long was great pressure. But I have to give that kid credit. We never actually got the sack on him, but we did get good pressure.
He barely got that ball off, though, before bam.
Yeah. No, he paid the price.
Who was that coming up on him right there after he let go of the ball there? Right?
I think it's Logan or is it Yuri? Yeah, Logan's coming inside.
Add up, boy.
Logan's coming inside, and that's going to be Yuri Strada coming back outside. And
that affected the throw. I mean.
Yeah, and I was really, when I saw this play happen, so Bruiser Bowers is out here. He's going to take that guy, and you can watch this. I mean, it's we don't have instant replay in high school, at least not on a regular game. When you get to the playoffs, they do. But Bruiser walls this guy out, gets hands on him. That guy runs a little pivot right there. You can see he doesn't have any hands on him. Comes through, running with him, and breaks the pass up. Man, I thought, what a great play. And then the yellow flag comes out. They called him for holding. But I put it on there because, you know what? I thought it was a good play.
I did too. Great play.
But we did pay the price for it today. We did, good play or not good play, we still had to pay the price for it today. Trying to get rid of those penalties. Okay, back on defense again. They are running a counter scheme here. Quarterback's going to pull and try to get behind those two pullers. So, they're trying to block down here, pull, get a kick, and then seal up with this guy. Get you biting on this back coming across and run the quarterback counter back up in there. So, your kids have to read keys and they have to be pretty heads up and savvy to what's going on. We get a nice spill here. This is what we call a spill by Xavier. I'm going to go to the tight copy so we can see it a little bit better since it's a run play. Xavier kind of comes up underneath the block. And then you got Sam Seidenberger out here in space. He's our overhang player. And we got Gabe Rodriguez pushing from the inside out. And Logan Carver is running him down from the backside. So, you know, I mentioned this the other day. This is what I'm always looking for. If I got one guy on this side, one guy on this side, and one guy right here in the middle, that's what we want. We want to pinch it and then pop it. So that's what they're doing. They do a good job.
Great job.
You know, tackle for a loss. I think we had ended up with 6 tackles for a loss. We didn't get any sacks, but we had 6 tackles for a loss. Offensive play, going to pick up 15 yards on this. Nice run play. Just kind of a stretch is all it is. Let's see, we got a power. It's not a stretch, I'm sorry. Going to get a kick. It looks like it starts just a little bit late. Sam Seidenberger is going to get a kick. And that's Ben Suarez leading up in the gap right there, kind of walling off, you know. And so he's just going to worm this guy out. His job is to seal that linebacker that's flowing from the inside. We tell him, hey, you're going to seal this guy. We want him to get out here and seal him off. Well, if that backer overflows, then we just worm him. We just take him where he's at and push him on out away from the play. And we call that worming. And so Ben's going to worm him out, and Jesse's going to make the cut right off of his hip.
Nice cut. Yeah.
You know, and just keep working down the field.
Leha sure sees the field well.
Yeah, he does. He has great vision.
Great vision.
Great vision.
Great running backs have great vision.
And he has, he has good vision, and he has the physical ability to follow that vision. Yep.
Yeah, some wheels helps. Yeah.
So you get a good read right here. Same type of concept. You're getting a lot of push. Get Ben leading up in the hole. Will Degenhardt's going to ride him, ride Jesse right here, get everybody flowing. Because, you know, this is the way football works, you know. If he's doing a great job, it's going to open up for him to run the ball. Now you got tool threats. If we're running the ball well, now they're going to bring their secondary up, and now we're going to be able to throw the ball well. So it's everything plays off of everything else. He's going to pull it. That guy jumps out on Jesse, and it's an uh-oh moment. Will's going to pick up some really good yards right here.
Nice run.
Yep, nice run. Take care of the ball. Steps back in, picks up those extra yards. Nice job right there by
Nice
Degenhardt.
tough run.
Yep. Always got to show our O-line. You know, we get a little gap hinge right here. Betcher's going to step inside and cut that backside flow off. We're going to get the pull around by Suarez. We're going to get everybody down blocking. And here's what we were just talking about. So a minute ago, you know, this backer overflowed and we wormed him out. Now that backer's inside, and you can see Ben's kind of positioning himself to seal him to the inside.
If people still wore watches, that offensive line would be getting a watch this week.
Yeah. You know, and it doesn't have to be a big, giant, devastating block because Will's able to make a cut off of him, and that's what you're looking for.
Offensive line played great.
Yeah, did a good job.
They did.
Doubles, a little sprint out pass. Good backside protection. And there you go, just dump it off. Pick up some yards. Drake Threadgill right here. He's going to work that guy in. And then come back out, whip it back out. I think we call that a squirrel. Because squirrels go outside. There you go. Nice job by Drake. Good delivery, good protection.
Great job.
Woo! Back on defense here. Okay, quarterback's going to look to get out here in the flats. Come up, just make a good solid tackle. You know, it's just good. It's just good quality football, and I like it when right when they catch it, they don't pick up any. There's no yak, no yards after catch. So that's a good job right there out in the flats.
Oh, man.
And again, let me show you the D-line here. You know, he's got to get rid of the ball fast. If he doesn't, someone's going to be in his face. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to set up.
Good all-around performance from the Billies last Friday.
This is a great job. Jackson Cheneth is going to come out. We got a blitz coming off the edge up top, putting that pressure on. Okay, I like it. He pays. You know, he's going to get rid of that ball. because we got somebody coming right here in his face right now, and it's happening really fast. That's Bowers. Okay? Jackson come up and gets full extension right there. Woo! There you go. These are good ball skills. This is what I'm saying. He's in good position. Without a doubt. But at this point, you become, you're two guys contesting the ball. So you have to have great concentration. Max extension, that's high point the ball. Manages to hold on and come down with it.
That was sweet.
Yeah, great job right there. Good pressure. It all works together. Let's see, we got punt. Coming out of the end zone. Normally this isn't just necessarily a great. Good things, we had good protection. I didn't see this guy right here stepping out. He's in trouble now. Okay, so you're going to get Bruiser coming up. Woo! That's Jackson Chineth is the first guy to make contact.
Bam!
Now believe it or not, this is actually a drill we work. And, sometimes we're going through these drills repeatedly, and people are like, oh, we do the same thing over and over and over again. Well, this is a drill that we work every single Wednesday. We do a turnover circuit. And we have one guy make contact, and the other guy comes in, and we say, rip the ball out. And so for me, as a coach, when you see the things that you do pay off, it validates everything. So Jackson's going to come up right here, wrap the guy up. All right, so Bruiser sees the ball exposed. He comes in just like we work on it, takes the ball out. Fumble calls, fumble recover. We got the ball back. Nice job.
Nice job. Rip that ball out.
The special teams has got to do that, because if not, you're giving the ball to them on the 35-yard line. That ain't good for anybody.
Well, let's look at the players of the week.
Players of the week.
Who we got?
All three teams won this week. Freshman won. Woo! What'd you say? Oh, Sammy DeLuna. All three teams won this week. Freshman level, it was Isaac Gonzalez and Noah Tatum. Both of them did a great job at the freshman level. Colton Wolf stepped up. We had our kid that's been playing. Colton plays quarterback, but he hadn't been the quarterback on JV. He had been primarily playing receiver and safety. And Brooks Emmett was real sick and missed all last week and wasn't able to make it in. So Colton stepped up, did a great job at quarterback for us. So he was the player of the week. And then special teams, mainly because of this play right here, Bruiser Bowers was the special teams player of the week. Defensively, the top point getter was Xavier Aviles as a defensive end. I think he ended up with 26 total bonus points is how we score them. Had a bunch of plays. But I went ahead and I had to throw Jackson in too, because 2 interceptions in one game is a big, big deal.
It is.
And, anytime we can get the ball back on defense, a turnover is golden. We want, in my world, the defense doesn't get on the field very much and the offense stays out there all night long. That's what I want. And every time we get a turnover, that means our offense is back on the field. So both those young men on defense, and we had 2 other guys that were over 20 as well. So they're playing good because the points are spread around. Not one guy is loading up with all the bonus points. So, they're kind of spreading it around.
Played great as a team.
Yeah.
Great team effort.
And then offensively, we kind of had an outstanding standout this week. And again, it's a group effort. One guy doesn't get it on his own. If the offensive line doesn't block, and the quarterback doesn't, manufacture those throws, and it all works together. But Jesse Lehi had an outstanding individual week. He had 3 rushing touchdowns. The longest was 61 yards, and he had 153 total rushing yards. And so he had 2 receiving touchdowns, and the longest was 46. And you're going to see on a kickoff, a new term to me tonight. He absolutely chin flips a guy. Just lights him up. So he had combined 256 yards of offense and accounted for 5 touchdowns. So Jesse Lehi was the offensive player of the week.
All right, and hats off to the offensive line again. I'm going to talk to Jackson, who had a couple of interceptions in that big district game. So what was your favorite play or plays? I'm going to leave it open for you. Plays of the game. What was your favorite play?
I think probably my favorite play of the game was definitely Jesse flipping that kid on the kickoff. It definitely brought the energy up for all of us and really just kept the energy going for the whole team. And
y'all did seem to have energy throughout that entire game, but y'all came out with energy and you harnessed it.
Yes, sir. I feel like when one person is doing really well, then the whole team's doing well. We really connect off each other. We're really close as a team. So when one person is doing well, it just feeds off to everyone else.
That's right. It's kind of contagious, if you will, isn't
yes, sir.
Let's talk about how you, Jackson, personally are preparing for Kennedy. What are you doing to personally prepare?
Well, we know that they have a lot of formations they like to get in. They don't really stay in those formations, so it's just trying to watch as much film as we can, practice what we need to practice, and just scout as best as we can because they just get in so many different formations. There's so many little things to worry about that we just we need to be focused this weekend for practice.
Great job, great game.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to this Friday. We're going to take a quick break. Yeah, we'll be back with more Wilder at West End on Billies.Live, TexasRadio.net. We'll be right back.
Down and 8 after a gain of 2. Degenhart, pressure coming from the backside, setting up the screen to Leha. He's got it. Picks up a first down. Still looking for blockers. Now some open field.
When I'm running, I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it...
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 Series tractor features #1 rated reliability. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 Series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
From the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
Welcome to Creek Street Dental, where we strive to treat our patients with compassion, kindness, and care. We utilize the latest technologies in our commitment to your family, offering cone beam technology, cosmetic dentistry, and sedation dentistry so you can sleep through your appointment. Stop by and meet our newest addition, Dr. Monica Montgomery, from the Fredericksburg High School class of 2014. Creek Street Dental on the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerOffers.com.
Back to play we go. Reed Spees on a little delayed handoff to Leha. He's got some room. One man to beat as he turns on the Jets to the 20, the 10. He's going to get drugged down at the 5.
You can see the riding on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always they need a new replacement. Decentralized
10-yard line.
And we are back, Wilder at West End, talking some Battling Billy football, Billy Nation. Wilder at West End brought to you by Culligan of Fredericksburg, 830-997-5539, and American Muffler and Brake. We're at West End Pizza. Pizza, salads, pasta, soups, sandwiches, delicious. 207 East San Antonio Street, Fredericksburg. We always appreciate the hospitality that we get from the awesome staff here at West End Pizza. Kennedy coming up, 2-1 in district after the big win against Uvalde, 32-14. Trying to make it 3-1 after this week. What do we know about Kennedy offensively? Let's start with the offense.
Kennedy is, it's like Jackson was saying, they're very, very, very multiple. We looked at 4 different games, and I showed the guys today the way they broke down formationally, which is the number one thing I look at before anything is just formationally. They're running a lot of the same stuff, but the distribution is just wide variation of how much they're running a certain thing and, what they're trying to get into and what they're trying to get out of. So it's a lot of preparation for just different looks that they're going to give you. And then, when you do a bunch of things out of different formations, you're typically running the same type of plays. They run a lot of counter schemes. They're going to run, they're going to throw the ball. They're going to run play action. They're going to run ISOs. They're going to run.
Who would you say, from who we've played in the past this year, they're most similar to? Is there anybody that they're fairly similar, or are they pretty much doing their own thing?
That's hard to say, because I would say they're a lot like Uvalde in some ways. I mean, they get into a lot of different looks, and they have a really skilled quarterback. He's fast, he's agile, he's athletic, he's a great scrambler. I mean, the guy kind of scares me with his ability to move in the pocket and extend plays. Now, he's not looking necessarily to always throw the ball downfield. He's got wheels, and he's going to use them.
And he's not going to be a statue back there.
No,
he's going to be mobile.
And he's hard to get to. So that guy, he's got some skill to him. They've got a really good running back that's got some good speed. Offensively up front, they're big. They're not necessarily real physical. And they've got 2 pretty good slot receivers and 2 outside receivers. And sometimes they take the quarterback, because he does have such great speed, and put him out. They opened up against, I think it was Jordanton, and send him vertical, and they open up with the deep ball and throw a touchdown. So we're going to get a lot of different looks. We're going to get a quarterback that can run, and they're going to put the ball in his hands in multiple different ways. And we're going to get some stuff that's just straight down the pipe, run at you. And then the very next play, they're going to spread you out. So it's just a lot of different looks that we're going to get.
A lot of different components to the mix. What about defensively? What do they run
So defensively, they're a 3-4 defense. They're going to play. Their secondary is kind of young, so they play pretty soft in the back end. They kind of want you to, if you're going to catch the ball, they want to keep every single thing in front of them and then come up and make a play on you. They bring some pressure. They're not a huge pressure team. They'll bring different edge pressures, and they'll bring some twists and some things like that. They'll walk a guy up on the line when we've got a tight end and typically slant the front. They're going to do some things up front that give them an advantage. They've got 2 good inside linebackers, and they've got a nose guard that I've seen him make quite a few plays. I mean, he's a dude that can get after you pretty good. I've seen him just rip through blocks, double teams. So that nose guard's a guy we got to deal with. Number 10 is a linebacker we got to deal with, and I've watched 80 off the edge. I mean, I've seen him come off the edge lightning fast and get into some quarterbacks. So, they do some good things defensively, and but it's going to be, we're going to know what they're in, I would say. It's a 3-4 with a 2 high shell, and they're going to sit in that 90% of the night.
What about special teams? They have anything special?
No, not so much on special teams. Nothing that really causes any great concern. They're
I'll
sound.
definitely put us on the edge with special teams.
I would say that I would give us the advantage in special teams.
Yeah.
We've really had a good year with special teams so far. So I expect that to continue and be able to, Giovanni's done a good job of putting the ball in different places and giving us that ability. In our punt team, I think we've only had 2 punts even caught in return, because the way we're doing it, we're getting off so fast that, they don't have a chance really to catch the ball. They may fair catch it, but no return. So done a great job.
Getting it done.
Yes,
Getting it done. I love it. All right, we're going to take another quick break. We've got Mama Wants to Know.
Oh, Mama.
Another one of my favorite segments on the show. That'll be coming up here in just a little bit. Also, we'll let you know about some upcoming games that we got for you on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. We'll be right back.
Empty backfield. Dagan
he's wide open.
He's got Leha wide open for the touchdown. a 26-yard touchdown completion.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it...
My name is Tammy, and I am a Value Med customer. The things that I love the most are the convenience, the speed, and the friendliness. Annette and Betty at the front window are always so friendly. I have called Bill, even Matt, for just personal questions regarding prescriptions or medication. Their helpfulness, willingness to spend the time with me is something you don't get at the larger pharmacies. I just think they are amazing.
Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota, and these are my daughters, Caroline and Jacqueline. This is a Kubota L2501 compact tractor. These are my twins, Annabelle and Mary Claire. And this is a Kubota SVL75 skid loader. These are my daughters, Savannah and the Princess Margaret. These are Kubota RTV utility vehicles. Now, some of these items are loud, high maintenance, and require a lot of money. And the rest are Kubotas.
Hey, Billy fans, check out this lineup. Pizza, appetizers, pasta, salad, sandwiches, and full bar.
Spees under center. Hands off to Leha. And Jesse from 3 yards out will punch it in.
And we're back. Wilder at West End. Coach Bill Wilder, JD Rose with you. And we were talking special teams a little bit before the break. You've got some something to show us here that it's kind of special.
I like the fact that Jesse can run the ball. That's a talent that he has. But I also, I really love a kid that no matter what you ask them to do, they do it. That they're all about doing whatever it is for the team. And, there's no ego involved. And after having a great game, there's no ego in this. So you got a guy, like I said, that picks up 256 yards and he's busting his tail. But we got him on kickoff team. Now, I love this play. We're getting down on kickoff. Giovanni Alba gives us a great ball's delivered to about the 12 right here. And this is Jesse coming into the picture on this side. So this ball's going to land. I said 12, I meant 22. Ball's going to land right there. That guy has it. Now, this is where our bullets are over here and they're trying to get to him. So coming across the field is Jesse. Now, number 4, why did I do that? I meant to do this tight so we could really get the effect. So let me speed it up. Okay, so Jesse's going to come into the frame down here on the bottom left. And there he is right there. He's going to get clipped by number 4. So number 4 is going to block him in the back.
Sure enough.
He keeps his balance, and he's focused on this guy coming across, and his job is I'm contained on the backside. Okay? He runs through. He lowers his shoulder, gets down low, steps up hard. Boom! Yeah. He makes a heck of a play right here.
Flipped him.
So, when Jackson said that put some energy back in, that definitely gave us some energy. So, it was a good play. Good. Special teams is all about guys that they're going to check their ego because you're going to have to spend a ton of energy running down the field, and you probably just came off of offense somewhere or defense somewhere. You were probably just on the field for 10, 12 plays, and you're tired. or you're getting ready to have to go back out there. So, you know, I always appreciate guys when they give max effort on special teams.
You bet. You bet. That was excellent. What does Mama want to know this week?
Mama wants to know.
It's time for Mama Wants. There we go. Bam. Mama wants to know.
Okay. So I'm going to do the first one.
What is ISO? Is the first one.
So the first one. Okay. So I don't have a real good example of the play. I forgot to pull it up, but I'm going to explain it what it is. So ISO just means when we were playing Uvalde, they ran a ton of ISO, and this is the formation that they would get in. And they would take this guy and they'd put him out here in a slot. Now you have to treat him, is it a 2-back set? Is it a 1-back set with doubles, or is he a tight end? It's a tough formation. They would slide this guy all the way down the line, and he would get to a certain gap. And what we call there's a bubble. So wherever the bubble is, in this case, the bubble, because we have a 3 shade over here. We talked about shades. We got a 3 shade and a 5 shade because we call the strength to this offset back. So he's not going to actually do it on this play, but what he does is he slides down and he looks for the bubble. And that's where we have an inside shade and an outside shade and a linebacker sitting in. There's an open gap right here. So that's what we call the bubble. Well, on an ISO, as he slides down, and he can do it from position, but in this case he had to slide, we're going to get a double team from the center and the guard, and they're going to get movement on these guys. You're going to get a base out over here on the 3. You're going to get a base out on the 5. You're going to get a base out over here, and they're going to open this gap up real big. That lead back that slid over, he is going to isolate this linebacker, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to isolate a linebacker, and the back is going to come straight behind him. Now, since the other inside linebacker's here, this guy's going to block there. They're going to isolate this linebacker, and he's going to try to cut it out. So that's an isolation play.
All right.
When you're trying to isolate somebody.
And then Mama wanted to know about targeting.
Okay, so targeting, we had a player ejection due to targeting. Okay, so it's become a big deal. In all levels of football now, we have taught our kids keep the head out of the game. So targeting is when you use the head, basically you lead with the head and have contact. So we had a linebacker coming off the edge. I don't have the clip in here, but we have a linebacker coming full speed off the edge. They were in a trips formation. The quarterback is sprinting out, and your linebacker's coming full speed. Now, he's trying to get that guy to pull up and throw the ball, and he runs straight through him. And when he makes contact, he did not lower his head and use the crown of his head, which is typically what people think of as targeting.
Right.
He hit with his shoulder pad and helmet above the shoulders. Okay, so when I sent the clip to the official, if you make helmet-to-helmet contact, obviously above the shoulders, then that's going to be made a targeting call. So I sent the clip in slow motion to the official, and this was his reply. The quarterback, by rule, was a defenseless player. That plays into it big time. The defender made contact above the shoulders and led with his helmet. Now there's some judgment there. Did he drop his head and lead with his helmet? Well, in my judgment, no. But guess what? I didn't have the stripes on that night. But there was incidental helmet-to-helmet contact above the shoulders.
And then game time, it's happening so fast.
It does happen fast. And, those guys are doing, they do an amazing job, in my opinion, of trying to keep the game as safe as they absolutely can. So the penalty for targeting in high school football is an ejection. But he's allowed to come back and play. So for the rest of the game, he has to sit out, but he is allowed to come back and play the rest of the game. So that's what targeting is. It's helmet-to-helmet, above the shoulders. And
a lot of it's with the concussion situation.
Oh, that's exactly.
They're taking the head out of it.
I mean, it happens a lot, too, when quarterbacks are sliding. So you got a defender that's coming in full speed, and you got a guy that's running. Well, this guy slides, and his feet come towards you, and you're this level because you're trying to tackle at the hip, right? And as he slides, a lot of times you get the helmet-to-helmet contact right there, too. But the second he commits to going down, the impetus is on the defender to avoid contact, and it's difficult when you're going full speed.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, it is what it is, and it's part of the game, and hopefully it protects a lot more kids, and every now and then it happens to you.
Right. And every once in a while you get called for it, and you shouldn't have.
Yeah, and every once in a while you don't, and you know.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I mean, that's officiating. Without instant replay, those guys aren't perfect, and they're going to make the best calls they can. And our job is just to teach our kids how to avoid it as best they possibly can.
Got Kennedy coming up this Friday, as we mentioned. What are some of your final thoughts as we close out Wilder at West End here?
Final thoughts are, I guess it's kind of redundant. It's the same thing to me every week. What can we do to get better? What can we do collectively? Individually, each person's got to make some form of a commitment. I talked about one of the things I got to do is I got to do a better job of holding everybody accountable for their mistakes. So I got to get better at doing that. We got to get better at, different things that we do in the secondary. I talk to the safeties. Hey, we can't give up inside leverage. You're going to give up the post. So that's something that, as a coach, I'm trying to get my guys one specific thing I'm trying to get better at. Collectively, we want to get better across the board at not the penalties. That's just a big deal that as we get deeper into the year, we need to clean that up, and every single person needs to make a concentrated effort to not do those things, to be mentally focused the entire time. So, and across the board, every single person's got a position they play. What can I do to get better this week? How do I get a little bit better? Coaches, or how do I get this across to this kid just a little bit better, scheme-wise or fundamentals-wise?
I love it. Get ready for Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
Get better and do it again Friday night. I love it. Let's be 3-1 in district.
Be good.
When we come back here next Monday night. Let's do that. All right, let's take a look at some action we've got on Billies.Live. Got volleyball at Bernie. Oh, man, that's a big one. That'll be coming up at 6:30, October 25th. Football versus Kennedy on Friday at 6:45. And then we're back here on Monday, Wilder at West End.
And that football game, that's a home game, last home regular season game that we'll have this year. So it's senior recognition for the band, Red Hots, color guard, ROTC, cheer, trainers, football. All the seniors and parents are going to be out there, kind of recognizing those kids, and not just the kids, but the parents. My gosh, it takes a lot of work on parents' behalf just to support the kids through all the stuff that they have to do and to be there for them. It's a happy day when they get their driver's license.
Right? Well, let's make sure we pack Battle and Billy Stadium on Friday night. However, if you can't make it to the game, like we said, we got it on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. That's going to wrap up our show for tonight, Wilder at West End. God bless you, Billy Nation. Have a good one.